Welcome back, everybody. Kenny Smyson here. I do put out Starfield content every week, so be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And we're back with another Hab Showroom. Going through all the Habs with showing you what they look like with no windows and doors, and then what they look like with nothing but windows and doors, so you guys can see what you're going to miss out when you put these in your ships. And I will put a playlist link down below for the Hab playlist, as well as timestamps for all of the 5 different modules here. So let's hop right on into it. First up, we have the Deimos. Deimos and Stroud are reskins of each other. Deimos being much lighter in color, and a little bland on the front end here, so you could probably do with losing a couple walls. It wouldn't be too big of a deal, but that counter there is the same as the back right counter, pretty much. All of the Habs have a pharmaceutical and research lab and 2 beds. This one has a nice little table back there, a couple lockers. And when you put your windows and doors in, you don't lose too much up here. At least you have a couple things, so it's not a complete ghost town up on the front end here. Back here, you've got this table, and I'm 99% sure that if, let's say, you didn't have a window there, you would still have that one chair there, and as well as on this side, if you didn't have that window, you would still retain a chair there. So keep that in mind. You do lose both lockers, regardless of which... Or wait, no, I think the lockers would stay if you still have a wall there. But, yeah. So, moving on over to the... let's see, next up, Stroud-Eklund. And it's just a little darker in color, which I prefer that. You know, it's like, I think if I'm a patient in a ship, I wouldn't want some bright, light. I want some dark, kind of moody atmosphere. Help me recover from my wounds. But top to bottom, it's the exact same as the Deimos. And some of the Habs, the Deimos ones, when you put windows, you'll still keep like a box or 2 or a random crate. And the Stroud tends to lose things that the Deimos won't. So for that reason, Deimos does kind of beat it out. Alright, Nova Galactic is up next. This one's the only one where the beds are opposite of each other like that, which I kind of like. So you've got the pharmaceutical lab and the research lab over there. And I do like this bulkhead here, the way this wall is kind of set up. Kind of compartmentalizes the room with your table and whatnot, lockers. And I like these monitors up above the bed. Cool look to it. Chair and a desk over there. It's the only one that kind of really seems like it's like more of an actual medical spot. That's the frontier. Alright, so up top here, this is the front of it, because my cockpit's there. And you still have a fair amount of stuff. You got the consoles there. Medkit box on the wall. Some nice haphazard hazmat stuff right there, and some storage. And I can see myself if I'm in a creative pinch and I need an infirmary where I have to have a walkway. This would be an ideal location, because this wall does kind of separate, the 2 sections, of course. The only downside is back here, when you do put the windows and the door in, man, you're going to lose everything back here. So, worth noting, I wouldn't recommend any windows or doors back here, because your rest of your modules, this is so boring with nothing back there. Alright, next up is Hopetech, which of course, as always, is a reskin of the Taiyo. The downside is you have the pharmaceutical lab back here, and when you put in a window or door there, you lose it. So that right there is a major downside to this Hab. Another major downside is, if you notice the curvedness of this wall, well, if you have if it was a traditional like straight 90-degree angle wall, the bed would be further over, because I do like the idea of these beds being parallel to each other, but they're so narrow because the way these walls are curved in like that. So it kind of just makes this whole Hab feel a little smaller. You get your research lab out here to the right. And a convenient little table there. Oh, and right here, it's very rare in these 2x1s to have a ladder cause you to lose something, but you do lose something there, which I'll show you here in just a second. Now, I like how you at least retain this table with the chair, so you have a nice little view looking out the window. Still have your research lab on this side at least, but you do lose that pharmaceutical lab over here, as I mentioned earlier. And then that's what you lose when you have a ladder. So worth noting, I guess. But I mean, goodness, I wouldn't want to have a window or door on either side of the back here. On the back, very back, it wouldn't be too big of an issue. But yeah. And let's see, next up and final is the Taiyo, which, yep, reskin of the Hopetech, just lighter in color. Pretty sure everything's the same. Yep, got the chair with the table. Still have your research lab. No pharmaceutical lab, and you get that back for not having a staircase right there. Alright, folks, I hope you enjoyed this one. After the infirmary is going to be... Ooh, the living quarters. I love the living quarters. Fun fact about the living quarters is the Nova Galactic one, I think, is the only one that actually has a shower in it, so you might have seen in my recent blockade runner build. So anyways, folks, take care, and I will see you in the Starfield.